Hello, everyone. I'm 18 Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. We had a really comfortable and pleasant day on our Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, the dew points in the 50s, and we had the sunshine. It was just a really nice day to get outside, but we have some changes in the forecast starting today. We're tracking periods of rain and storms and the potential for heavy rain over the next couple of days, mostly just today and tomorrow. And then an isolated severe threat does exist as well, though I'm more concerned about the heavy rain potential. And then by the weekend, we are going to be heating back up, though it doesn't look to be as intense as it was this past weekend. I don't think we're going to have any heat alerts issued over the weekend, but it's going to be very warm and it's going to be very humid still nonetheless. So big picture this morning as our warm front down to the south, and this is going to be the focal point for our rain and storm chances here today, tonight, and into tomorrow, and even into tomorrow evening as well. So let's time it out on Future Track. We're going to take a look at two of the higher resolution models, the graph and the HRRR. So the graph is what we're looking at first. So we're going to be rain-free till I would say about 10, 11 o'clock this morning, and then the rain is going to be moving in and it will be widespread. And you notice some of those yellows, oranges, and reds indicating potentially moderate to heavy rainfall, and there will be some thunderstorms mixed in with this as well. That'll continue even into tonight as well. During the early to mid-evening, we should get a little bit of a break in either the rain overall or just the intensity of it as we get into the overnight hours. I still think we're going to have at least a few rain showers, but it'll be on the lighter side of things. Then we'll have a few showers around to start the day tomorrow. Now, the graph is not showing it here. The HRRR will. I'm expecting another wave of rain and storms tomorrow afternoon that could once again pose a threat for some heavy downpours. But then as we get towards around midnight tomorrow night into early Friday morning, we're going to quiet things down, and then we should actually see a little bit of sunshine as we end the day on Friday. So here's the HRRR model, and again, this shows the rain coming in that mid to late morning time frame. Here's 12:30, and you can already start to see some pockets of moderate to heavy rain out to the west, and this will continue throughout the afternoon into this evening and then into the overnight. You can kind of see how the intensity does let up a little bit. So again, I would say after about 10, 11 o'clock or so tonight through about midday tomorrow, if you have rain around, it's going to be lighter and more scattered in nature. But as you see, as we get towards the mid-afternoon into the early evening, that's when the rain coverage picks back up, and so does the intensity as well. This will be mostly along the area of low pressure and cold front that will be sliding through, and then we'll start to see the rain chances gradually taper off from west to east late Thursday night. So how much rain are we looking at? This is looking at the different computer models. This is for Eau Claire. So your number is going to vary a little bit, but you can see most of the data is keeping the rain totals between 1.5 inches and 2.5 inches. Now, the HRRR going a little bit on the high side at 4.26 inches. But with that being said, if we get multiple waves of moderate to heavy rainfall, we could see totals 3 to 4 inches. It's not totally out of the question, but a lot of the data is settling in that 1.5 to 2.5 inch range. And when you look at the rainfall intensity off the graph model, you can kind of see how it starts to ramp up in the afternoon and evening hours. And then you can see overnight into tomorrow morning, not much, and then not really seeing much tomorrow afternoon or evening. Now, you saw that there. Now, the HRRR model, again, kind of a different story. It's showing even higher rainfall rates in the afternoon and evening, and then it lets up a little bit overnight into tomorrow before the rain rates at least come back up a little bit tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. So again, there's going to be a lot of rain that's going to fall, but exactly where the heaviest rain is going to be will still be a bit of a question mark. But when you look at this map, this is from the Weather Prediction Center, it's showing widespread totals between about 1.5 inches to 3 inches. And when you start getting into the dark red and even oranges, you're looking at 3-4 inches plus. And a lot of this, the potential for the rain is because of the multiple waves moving through, but the precipitable water values are on the high side. So if you get these rain or storms to move through, there are going to be some times where they may be efficient rain producers. So just keep that in mind. Rivers, creeks, and streams are going to be on the rise, so we got to watch out for that. And also, if you can encounter any water over roadways, as we always say, turn around, don't drown, do not drive through them. So be sure to keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling here later today, tonight, and even into tomorrow. Now, on top of all that, we have a threat for a few isolated strong to possibly severe storms. We have a level 1 out of 5 risk for today and tonight from about City Point to Fairchild to Eau Claire and Menominee to New Richmond, south and southwest. And also tomorrow, we have a level 1 risk, mainly south and east of the Chippewa River and then south of Stanley, Owen, Thorpe, and Abbotsford. So that would be the area again in dark green. So the main hazard would be damaging wind gusts that could be up to 60, 65 miles per hour. I'm not expecting a tornado threat. Also, not expecting really much of a hail threat, though there may be some small instances where we could see some pea to dime to nickel size hail. Again, quarter size hail would be severe criteria. I think we're going to stay below that. But certainly on top of all of that, you know, with the heavy rain potential, we got to watch out for a few severe storms potentially developing. High today in Eau Claire, 73 degrees. Again, periods of rain and storms with that heavy rain potential. Tonight, 60 degrees, periods of rain and storms continuing. Once again, that threat for heavy rain, especially in the evening hours. Overnight, the heavy rain potential and the periods of rain and storms will let up a little bit. It'll be a little more lighter and scattered in nature. And then tomorrow, same thing. Periods of rain and storms, especially second half of the day. Heavy rain potential, second half of the day, high of 72. Now, Friday's looking better. Mostly cloudy and 77. 89 degrees Saturday with an overnight low Saturday night of around 71. And then another round of showers and storms Saturday night into Sunday along a cold front. Still too early to say if we're going to have the potential for any strong to severe storms or heavy rain, but certainly something that we'll be monitoring closely.